So we have that lines x and y are parallel. So if A is 115 degrees, then we need to find what F and H are. Well, these are actually pretty straightforward. We're not trying to trick you. So if an angle looks to be the same, it's going to be the same. And if it's not, notice that it makes up a straight line, and straight lines make up 180. So B would be 180 minus 115, which is 65. So from that, we could actually quickly identify all the other angles. So the bigger angles, the ones that look bigger than 90 degrees, which is like a capital L, is going to be 115 degrees. And the other ones are going to be 65 degrees in this one. Notice that angles that are right across from each other are going to be the same. Those are called vertical angles. And when you get to geometry, you'll learn about the other names. So for the one on the right, we have B is going to be 5x plus 12. We'll write that in there. G is 1x plus 24. And that y is 4y. I'm sorry, A is 4y plus 18. Well, G and B both look to be less than 90 degrees. You know, capital L. It could be turned or flipped, but they're both less than 90 degrees. So they're going to be equal to each other. If they look the same, they're going to be the same. And if they're not the same, they're going to add up to be 180. I like to move all my letters to the left side first. So the opposite or inverse of positive 1x is a negative 1x. So we subtract 1x on both sides. Then we get rid of the stuff that's on the same side of the letter but not touching it. That's the positive 12. So the inverse of a positive 12 is a negative 12. So we subtract 12 on both sides. That's going to give us 4x equals 12. Then we divide both sides by 4 because that's the opposite or inverse of multiplication. And that gives us that x equals 3. So now we know what x is. It's 3. We can actually figure out what this angle value is, what B is, by putting 3 in there. So we would have 5 times 3 plus 12. And that's going to equal 15 plus 12, which is 27. So B is 27. And that means that 4y plus 18 plus that 27 is going to equal 180 because it makes up a straight line. So to combine like terms, a positive 18 and a positive 27 is 45. Then we get rid of the stuff that's on the same side of the letter but not touching it. That's the positive 45. The opposite or inverse of adding 45 is to subtract 45. So that gives us 4y equals 135. And then we would divide both sides by 4. And that makes y equal to 33.75. And do note that if we wanted to find the angle measurement or value for this, we would just put 33.75 in here. Or, since we know that angle B is 27, that A plus B is 180, as we already wrote down there, but we could put the 27 in for B, subtract 27 on both sides, and that would make the angle measurement for A being equal to 153. If you have any kind of questions, ask your math teacher.